Thank our sponsors, Amp Printing, Esports Supply, and the exclusive hygiene sponsor of Griffin Esports, Clutch One.
All right, welcome. Today we have Missouri Western Overwatch versus Missouri Baptist University. This is our second match of our NACE Star League. Our first match we lost against Ashland University, 3-2. It went to Game 5 overtime. Very close match. So here we're looking to find our first win, our first result. And it looks like we're starting on Li Jiang control. All right.
Yep, pretty excited for this match today. We are just preparing to begin this first map here. Looking hopefully for a win for Missouri Western to make up for what we lost last time. However, last game was a pretty big one with Ashland there.
Yeah, it was a very good, very close match. Just unfortunate we weren't able to pull it off at the. Oh yeah, and to begin with, we're casting with Chance, the director here, and also Gracie here too. But we're starting off Missouri Western running with similar comp to what we ran first match. Hazard Tank, Lucio, and Juno support with a Genji and Soldier and DPS. The other side of Mobap has a Zarya tank, which is interesting, and a Torb DPS as well. Brig support there too, so a little bit of differences there. You don't really see Zarya all too often, same with Torb. But we're looking for the first elimination on both sides here. Getting a lot of targets, low health. Axel just barely able to make it out. Curse just staying alive here too, also chasing down some low targets. Gets the Brig. First elim going for Missouri Western. Tool goes down to the Zarya. Ooh.
Juno also goes down to Zarya, but Axel does take out.
Yeah, Vayu and Axel are down, no DPS. Now Curse goes down as well. We're gonna look to reset. Good first fight there. Got the first elimination, but weren't able to kind of find the rest of the low targets there to finish off the job.
Yep, so just because Missouri Western did lose this first initial battle and lost control at the very beginning doesn't mean they can't bring it back here. So Missouri Western right now is regrouping and preparing for this push to take back control of that point here. We do kind of see the tanks, with Zarya running in, but then backing up to get back with our team there.
Yeah, I think that Zarya is going to have a decent amount of charge available. It has ult available too, so yeah, it's going to be very tough to push past this. But once we eliminate that Zarya, it's going to make the job a whole lot easier for the team.
Yep, the Zarya, I feel like right now is the biggest issue that Missouri Western is going to have to face here, but especially with this Brig running up. And she backed off.
Yep. Albugo and Tool, taken out by a flanking Zarya kind of in the way, using that ult to get both supports. Team is going to be forced to reset here. Yeah, not able to get out.
Fourth, yep. I believe that was 4. Yeah, Zarya was kind of able to just push into Missouri Western with that ultimate there and take out 4. Pretty powerful.
Yeah,
start
I
to
mean,
the game. Yeah.
a high charge Zarya is terrifying.
Yeah.
And like I said, they need to find that elimination on them so they can reset that charge limit and try to find a way to push through. But it's going to be very difficult with the timer getting close to 100%. Torb and Juno both ulting, making it very tough for Missouri Western to find space available. A Torb running in, doesn't see Axel. Nice job waiting on the bubble to go away. But Axel just trying to stay alive. The team just trying to find time to touch, but unable to get past it. And yeah, like I said, after losing that first fight, Zarya is just able to maintain a high level of charge, and it's just difficult to get past.
Yeah, I mean, that's the bad part about playing against Zarya, is that after that first initial battle, especially if she wins, she just has so much charge that it gets pretty hard to combat that when you go back to re-fight for that point there. So, honestly, that was a pretty good pick, I feel, from Mobap there.
Yeah, it was a good pick, and for both of our DPS being projectile as well, it's very difficult for them to stop firing to prevent themselves from charging the bubble. With the travel time of the bullets, they can just pop a bubble, soak up the bullets, and just keep their charge up. But it does look like Mobap is swapping over to the Ramatra. Symmetra probably just a TP at the start. They might swap back, but we're seeing a Torb on the side of Missouri Western too.
Yeah, I feel as though I don't think we've seen a Torb play come out.
No. We've seen some Torb on some high level, like Overwatch championship series. So we might be mimicking some of what we've seen from some pro teams.
Ramatra already getting down on HP there.
Yeah, already forced form. Still low health. Just trying to find a good prio target. Oh, symmetric kinda. Yes, I'm surprised with them staying on the symmetric pick a little bit. I guess that does make sense with the control point here. But Missouri Western is able to capture the point, but lost both Albugo and Axel.
Very unfortunate there, losing both Albugo and Axel there. Missouri Western did take the point early on, however, they are kind of having to back off right now with one person remaining on the point on the Missouri Western side, just fighting there. But unfortunately, it does go down, and the point is now in control of Mobap there.
Yeah, unfortunate. Got a little bit of percentage at least, but now the team is fully regrouped here, and we'll probably try to find an opposite way around. Yep, coming around towards the bridge side and trying to make a push back onto the point. Ramatra separated a little bit. That's a good shield. There's Ramatra form. Still keeping up the pressure, trying to get that mega.
I was gonna say, we kind of see Missouri Western Hazard just kind of on his own, kind of separated there for a second, but looks like he was able to get out and get that heal pack and is able to go right back in. Ooh, still low there though.
Oh, unfortunate POV of Tool there, just mistiming the jump. Unlucky, that happens to the best of us. And now Mobap sees this and they're just running through.
Yep, they've got 3 ultimates, about to have 4, honestly 5 on the Mobap side, while Missouri Western is at 1 with Albugo close behind there. So unfortunately, Missouri Western is looking a little down on ultimates right now, which could be, the win button for this next battle
Mobap has 5 going. Here's Ramatra ulting, Torb ulting. Missouri Western's not going to be able to take this space for a minute here.
Yep, Missouri Western's going to have to decide whether they want to push into this ult, trap, or if they want to go ahead and wait it out.
Axel was able to take down the Juno there, so there's an opportunity to push in. Here comes an ult from our Hazard. Fool trying to walk in here. Turret on the point, just not able to find the space.
It kind of looks like right now we're just trying to get space on that point and create that, pressure there. I'm doing what we can once again to stall the overtime that's about to hit right here.
Yeah, just trying to get another touch, but
yes,
not quite enough time there. Good first match from Mobap. We kind of saw tanks that we haven't seen at all last series with the Zarya and the Ramatra there. So might have been something that we just weren't prepared for. But it's also kind of interesting to see a Torb being played too.
I would agree. Torb isn't typically someone that we've seen, last semester. I could say this semester is all the...
I mean, just in general, you don't see Torb that often in competitive play.
But honestly, I don't really have an opinion on Torb in that game. We didn't really see any game-changing plays come out. We didn't necessarily see anything that, game-breaking.
Yeah. I think it's just good, consistent damage, especially against like a Hazard or like but like Torb against like the Zarya or like Ramatra doesn't doesn't do all too much, but I know it's good against the Hazard. But outside of that, like we saw from that play of the game clip there, that Zarya walking around with 100 charge. I mean, there's just nothing you can do to avoid that there. You're dead in a second. But looks like we're going to Kings Row, second map here. This is a good opportunity for our team to turn things around. First match, kind of got away from us there. But we're going to what we know here with Kings Row. So always a good match here.
Yep, and now both teams have kind of seen how the other plays. So, I'm excited to see if Missouri Western will switch things up this time, considering, honestly, what they were doing didn't work, I'm going to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
They really, it looked like they really struggled from, the perspective we were seeing. So, I want to see what is their plan to fix what they struggled with there.
Yeah, especially if we see them bring out some of the same tanks, like a Zarya on Kings Row or something like that. There's a lot of options that we can pick, especially early on, to take advantage of that. So be interested to see. But we're waiting just a little bit here before we start this next match.
Which, speaking of, Missouri Western also does have some new tank players this semester.
Yes,
so,
2 walk-on tank players.
Yes,
yeah,
so.
Cursed is a Hazard, plays a little bit of like a Hog as well. And then we also have Dawn, who has walked on as well, and they play a bit of Queen. But for the most part, both tanks have their own set of like picks that they prefer and play. And so far, we've been playing them out on specific maps that are favor like those certain heroes. So just depends on what map we have and what we want to throw at the other team.
Yeah, and with these, last semester, just briefly touching on the differences there. Last semester, we saw pretty often, I believe it was Orisa and Ramatra, honestly.
Yeah. Orisa was meta for quite a while.
Yes.
I mean, we've seen in the first series too against Ashland that Orisa is still very strong.
Yes.
Those spears are absolutely dangerous. But hopefully we don't have to see that again this time around. Because to be honest, I don't know if either of our tank players prefer playing Orisa for the most part. But yeah, we'll see them on like Hazard most likely for this map.
Yep. Because I don't believe we've seen Orisa come out from Missouri Western yet. I believe
no, I don't think so.
last game we really saw the Junker Queen and the Hazard. And, that Junker Queen really was able to kind of...
Yeah, for sure,
out.
especially on like Flashpoint and different game modes with require some mobility there. It was a very good pick.
Yeah, and other than that, Missouri Western's running, I feel like pretty similar to what they were running last semester, other than tank being different. We still have our Juno, I believe. So
Juno Brig or like Juno Lucio
Anna
or like
semester,
yeah.
Unfortunately, graduated. Happy for her.
Yeah, we'll miss her for sure.
Unfortunately for us, she graduated. But I'm so happy that she's going on there. So switching out from that Anna to something a little different.
Consistently seeing like a Lucio or Juno or some Anna sometimes, but Kiriko, Juno,
just a little different this semester, which change is not
necessarily the meta changes for this game so often too, so it's always good for players to have a lot of heroes in their wheelhouse and know how to pilot quite a few characters.
So alright, I believe we're getting ready to start our second map here.
Here we go, Kings Row, everybody's favorite here. But yeah, I'll be interested to see the side of Mobap and what tank set they pick here. If we're gonna see that, I would guess Ram over the Zarya, but we will see.
Agree. Especially just the way the map is kind of set up. I feel like you'd have more an advantage playing Ram than Zarya personally. Yeah.
Especially if we like with Hazard, for example, or even if we throw a Mei in there too. There's a lot of choke points on this map where even a Hazard wall can cut off that line of sight from the other team very easily.
Ooh, and they go for the Zarya.
Yeah. We do have a Widowmaker on the side. Yeah, just to the start here.
Yep, I was going to say, I expect a swap.
Yeah, Missouri Western's attacking first, and Mobap is defending. But we see a Reaper and a Torb. So it looks like they're going like an anti-Hazard comp, it looks like. Also with the Anna there and the Brig. So I don't know how Hazard can get into space here, honestly, with the Brig stopping the jump, and also with the Sleeping Anti. And then you have a Reaper and Torb that will absolutely shred through his defenses. It's going to be very difficult. And then, with the Zarya there too, defending the supports or defending Reaper, for example, that can just walk up to you. So this is going to be very difficult. I'm going to see how our team answers.
Which it seems like Mobap has kind of just gotten the read that Missouri Western is going to go Hazard here. So they've just adjusted to, you know, combat the meta that we've seen so far with Hazard being into play here.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Turret is taken down early. See Hazard going up for high ground. Looks like we're going to go around for the flank and try to attack the supports here. The Brig is separated from the Ana. The Ana is by herself. There shouldn't be a reason for her to survive. Oh, there's the Zarya bubble. And now they're all bunkered down into the hotel, Mobap here. It looks like we kind of swap sides a little bit. But no, it's a good strategy here to like try to get this team uncomfortable. Just trying to find any of their players like the Torb, like the Brig now. They got separated, and good stuff from Missouri Western.
Yep, just working on this Ana now. Zarya is close behind, and they do take out the Ana. Oh, and the Reaper. There we go.
Nice. Just the Zarya just won't die. True. There we go. Finally. But yeah, good push from Missouri Western just to flip the side there, make them uncomfortable, make them get them out of position, and they'll make mistakes eventually. So good first start here. We're seeing a Pharah and a Sojourn on the side of Mobap. Still the same for the rest of the comp, except for Ana swapped over to Juno.
Yep, I think that their Ana is going to need that extra mobility, especially with Missouri Western playing, you know, mobility-based.
Yeah, a very dive sort of comp.
She can easily be just pinched off and stuck there. And now that we're playing Juno, you know, we have kind of those escape abilities that, you know, she previously did not have there.
That Zarya got low there, but it was able to get Vayu instead. That Zarya, or not Zarya, Pharah is still 1 health. Now there's Zarya is walking up on our team. Oh, can we get one pick? No, not quite. So now, yeah, the Zarya on the side of Mobap has ultimate, and then we'll have Rush here. Vayu just sneaking around up top, trying to sneak up on the Pharah. Seems like Vayu on Soldier might be our only answer to the Pharah. The rest of the team comp doesn't really have weapons available to hit her reliably. The Soldier on the side of Mobab is back in our spawn. Mobab is just being a little over aggressive here, and we weren't not quite able to get.
Yep.
There's one. There's two. Finally, there it is. Nice. Took the ult from our Hazard there, but I think that was well worth being able to push and gain more ground here.
Yep.
Still having 4 of our ults. We haven't seen one yet from Mobap.
It's kind of important right there that they get past that little chokehold there, especially with the Zarya ult coming up.
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Bit of a dangerous area to be in. If Missouri Western can push past this tight space, I feel like they'll be set up for success here.
Yeah, there's so many spots here where Zarya can toss their ult up onto a wall or anything like that. And the team just starts hanging up from wherever they shot the ball. All right, we're about to see a lot of ults, though, from both sides. We're about to see it just let loose here soon. So here's Rush from Albugo. And then we see Juno ult from Mobap. They got the Brig before she could ult.
Nice.
And the Pharah is down.
Sojourn on the Mobap side does.
Yep.
As well.
Yep. They're trying to just keep the pressure on them. And like I said, here's the ult in the air. Hazard's able to get out alive. Getting closer to this checkpoint here. Still 2 ults on the side of Mobap and 2 for Missouri Western. Just keeping the pressure on. See if we can get this Brig again. Oh, there's Brig ult. Still low health. Still low health. Oh, not quite.
Little aggressive there, unfortunately, but
yeah,
you know, Missouri Western was still able to make that big space there. They were unfortunately have not made it to the checkpoint yet.
Yeah, very close. Both sides just with 1 ult, so it's still pretty even there. But we have 2 minutes left to hit the checkpoint.
Yes.
And we're gonna look to push back up. As Zarya is already almost back to ult. So I'm assuming that they're also pretty high charge as we're walking in here. Yeah, that beam is looking pretty scary. Oh, no jump on this Sojourn. This Sojourn is gone. There's no way they live here. Right, guys?
Surely.
Yes, there we go. There we go.
A little scary there for a second, but Missouri Western does end up pulling through there.
Yep, and we get the checkpoint as well.
Yes. huge. However, Mobap does have that Pharah ultimate and soon to be the Zarya, so I have a feeling we're going to see that Zarya ultimate come out pretty soon.
Yeah, it's going to be a little combo. Nice. Good elimination from Axel there.
Question is, will they wait for her to come back before they use it? I think they should. Oh no, use it.
No, there it is. And it gets our Lucio and Vayu. Good value for Mobap there.
Looks like Missouri Western right now is just backing off, gonna wait for that team to come back before they make this final push here. You know, they have 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to make it halfway to the last checkpoint, so they're doing pretty good on time here, especially since they're able to reset as a team, hopefully, and you know, push this.
Yeah, we still have well, we're gonna see 3 ults on the side of Mobap here soon, with Rush and Soldier ult coming online. Good ult from. Oh, wait, it didn't root anybody there. I'm a little confused. 4 health and stays alive. Oh, not quite. Okay, we do have Rush. We do have Beat. Just gonna have to regroup and come back at him. We saw, yeah, Pharah ult there as well. Man, I thought that Hazard ult was really gonna root almost the entire team in place there.
You know, I don't necessarily know everything about Hazard quite yet, but you know, from the looks of it, it almost feels like it should have. But
great elimination from Axel there. Yeah. Tool goes down, Curse goes down. Yeah, Soldier and ult on the side of Mobap, just taking out 3.
Huge. That's pretty huge. Missouri Western right now is just kind of stuck in that barrier. You know, they're going to work on coming out of that there. And now they've unfortunately lost about 25% towards that checkpoint there. So, you know, they've got to decide what they're going to do here to push it the rest of the way with only a minute remaining. They do have, on the Mobap side, the Briggle and the Zarya ult. So, there's Zarya ult again.
Yep, and he grabbed 3. We did beat, but Vayu still goes down, even through beat.
Yep.
Curse not able to handle all that damage there. Yeah, just gonna look like another angle to reset. Yeah.
Yep, there we go. You know, I think Missouri West is gonna have one last chance to push this here. Time's running pretty low. They've got about 40 seconds left to just get on that payload and push it the rest of the way.
And all economy on both sides is almost exactly the same. There's no advantage, no disadvantage here. We just need to find that first elimination. Maybe we can find something to happen here with the blade, but it is a dry blade.
Yep. Unfortunate. Ooh.
Damage onto the Torb. Stunned off the Brig. Yep. Tool and Axel both down. We did get the Torb at least.
Oh, and Cursed goes down as well. We've got about 5 seconds to get on that payload and stay on that payload there, and I don't think Missouri
we might get a touch, but it's not going to be for long. Lucio, oh no, yep. Sorry, ult stopping the team from advancing. Still got decent ground though overall. 35 meters left until the finish, so not bad at all. We'll see how Mobap answers.
You know, Missouri Western was able to push that payload pretty far there, so they weren't quite at all 3 points, but they were about halfway to that 3rd point. So, you know, there's still quite a ways to go for Mobap now that they are attacking. So, you know, it still could be anybody's game here, even though Missouri Western didn't make it to the end. All Missouri Western has to do now is just stop that payload from going slightly farther than the way they pushed it. So there's still a chance here, especially since they've played on this map. I feel like Missouri Western was able to slightly adjust to the way Mobap plays because we saw more of a battle there than in the first map. So
yeah, for sure. We're adjusting to the Zarya. It looks like that's just going to be their pick going forward. Hanzo off to start. It's going to be kind of like a Widowmaker type of angle, looking for that early pick. But yeah, it's just going to be difficult to play around the Zarya.
Yeah. I don't believe we've really seen a Hanzo either.
No, but it's the same idea as a Widow, I think, here at the start. Using that recon arrow to find out where we're hiding at, and then maybe see if they can find a pick. I wouldn't be surprised to see them swap back to something else afterwards, but yeah, you don't see Hanzo too often. I mean, and also, they actually could play with Hanzo. It's a good combo with the Zarya ult, so that might be an option there, too. Oh, Hanzo and a Widowmaker start. Just hide. Just don't even look.
Yeah, don't even.
Vayu is actually emoting in the corner on the wall there where he can have a third-person perspective, so you can actually see them while they can't see him.
That's smart there, yeah. Getting that extra kind of point of view, potentially telling the team, hey.
Yeah.
Don't
Don't look. The Widow already swapped off to the Genji. We still have the Hanzo. Zarya's still making their way up. Already gaining a probably decent amount of charge there. That beam looks already charged a little bit. That Brig just walking up with the Zarya. Genji deflect. Not able to quite get that elimination. And our team just has to back off this checkpoint. We're probably going to go in a touch since everybody's alive here.
Yep, there we go. Going in for a slight touch.
There's one touch.
Delay that point here.
Yeah. Tool goes down to the Hanzo. Axel goes down to the Genji.
Yes.
Yeah,
Drake
just
does
not
go
quite
down.
enough.
Yep, 5 gets the trade onto Cursed there. Bayu does go down as well, leaving just Albugo, but Albugo unfortunately also goes down there. So all 5, you know, on the Missouri Western side do go down, unfortunately, and Mobap is able to get that payload. So they're going to start their push here with 5 minutes remaining on the clock. So they've got pretty good time right now.
Yeah, no, that's a very good start. That Hanzo actually got, I think, 2 one-shots there. So you can see they're already at ult. And we're also already at ult with Albugo on Kiriko. So we do have something to answer with. But they'll probably just look to cut off an angle. Or wait until Zarya has ult, but
Yeah.
a bit early here. Zarya is full charged.
And you know, that could be huge with like a Hanzo ult combination.
Yeah, there's the Hanzo ult. Pushing our team off the road a little bit. But our rush is able to give us the space and time to continue the push. A little Genji 1v1 here. As they're trying to help out, their Genji gets out. Bayu and Curse goes down. Hanzo goes down to our Lucio. So he's going to have to try to find a way out here with Albugo. Albugo goes down, Lucio goes down.
Yep, Axe deciding to reset with the team here. So we're preparing for another, you know, push against Mobap at the moment. Mobap is just about to hit that next checkpoint. Missouri Western's got about 2 of their teammates ahead with the 3 close behind.
We'll have time to get the touch and fight right here, but there's Zarya ult, Genji ult, that we don't have anything to answer with.
Yes.
Hey, the Lucio does go down. And both supports down for Mobap. Well, this is our opportunity here. Did he get the root? Root on the Genji. Nice. Good play. That's exactly what we needed there. Stall out some more time. The Zarya's trying to play some tricks to get out, but
Being chased down by Missouri Western there. So not really much they can do, but with Missouri Western, you know, chasing that Zarya and not allowing her to get away, they kind of were able to stagger.
yeah, they just kind of staggered herself with her trying to run back. Yeah.
Yeah, so Missouri Western right now does have control of that payload right before the checkpoint. So, you know, they've just got to hold on here for just a little longer. You know, there's about 3 minutes and 20 seconds left for Mobap to hit that next checkpoint. So Mobap's still looking pretty good on time here. Missouri Western's got to figure out what they're going to do to hold off Mobap at the moment.
We have ults to answer.
Yes.
Our Genji is flanking here, getting good damage on their Genji. There's a blade, but there's a bubble in the way. There's a Zarya beam on you.
Oh,
It's just not a Genji friendly comp here.
No.
There's the beat to answer for the Zarya ult, but Curse still goes down. Vayu and Tool, Axel all down.
Yep. Unfortunate right there. Pretty great Zarya bubble coming out, and then the Genji blade on the Mobap side. You know, not much you can do there. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
you can only do so much.
Yeah, you can only stay alive for so long with that.
So, you know, and Mobap still currently has 2 ultimates ready, with Missouri Western having almost 1.
Yeah.
So Missouri Western's looking a little down on their ult economy at the moment. That payload is getting pretty close to where Missouri Western had it, so they're going to have to take this battle here. And this could be the last battle of this map. If, Yes, right here.
Curse goes down to the Hanzo ult.
So early
And
in the
Brig
bullshit.
ults on the side of Mobap. It's tough to push against this currently. They just have so much damage going on. We do get 1 elim. Oh, that Hanzo solo. Nice. Vayu goes down. The Zarya is still going to be a lot to take down. They have 2 supports. Or just 1 support. Oh, no. That might be it there.
Unfortunate. Pretty great play we saw come out from Mobap there,
Yeah.
especially being able to take down the Hazard super early on, right before that big battle right at the end, because without the tank, you know, they were kind of unable to just fight against that Zarya's damage. So Missouri Western kind of was at a disadvantage by losing a teammate so early on, right before like the biggest battle of that map there.
Yeah. The Zarya is just so difficult to deal with. And when we have DPS, you know, like a Genji, like a Sojourn, like I said with projectiles, it's very easy for the Zarya to just build up charge. Like the Sojourn, I think E, right? The AoE circle damage. She could pop a bubble and just stand in it and get like 30-40 charge. You have Genji attacks that are very slow projectiles, so you can see them coming, you can soak them all up. There's a lot of ways for the Zarya to gain charge. So whenever Zarya has 80 plus charge and we're not able to eliminate her, it's going to be very difficult to find any sort of space against that.
Yeah, and like I was kind of talking about, when we were preparing to switch sides there, we did see a bit of more of a battle come out from Missouri Western and Mobap there. It wasn't as quick, I feel, as the first map. So we are seeing, some adjustments come out from, the teams, and I don't necessarily know if Mobap was able to get the read there on Missouri Western quicker than Missouri Western was able to get the read on Mobap. But Mobap just kind of found a way to just, pile drive straight to what
the Zarya is working
yes.
for them. They get the charge, they walk in. It's very difficult for us to answer.
Yep, they realize that Zarya is pretty hard to answer to there. So excited to see if Missouri Western potentially wants to swap out their hazard or if they're going to keep pushing that there.
Yeah. I mean, I would look into playing Zarya as well. I think the best way to beat a Zarya is
Zarya,
with Zarya with a higher charge. I think that's a good answer there. Outside of that, it's very difficult. Trying to think of other possible solutions or answers, but honestly, another thing too is with the lack of mobility of Zarya and the mobility that Hazard has, kind of like similar to Orisa that we saw in the first series, is ignoring him and just running by them, and just going straight for the supports in the back line rather than trying to go front to back. So that might be another answer and solution. We saw it on our first point here on Kings Row, where we flanked around, ran back around the backside, and went on their backline first, trying to find that Ana, that Brig, and taking them out first. So that might be the best answer and solution. So we'll have to see.
Focusing that hazard maybe in the back instead could be potentially smart there. But at the same time, in that last battle we kind of saw where Hazard went down, Zarya was just kind of able to mow straight through all of the lower HP characters. So that also may not be the brightest idea. So I feel like you are right with the best answer here would most likely be another Zarya. So.
And then also with that, if we keep playing like Genji, for example, with the Zarya, you can bubble the Genji as they go in and dive. So there's a lot of ways to defend our teammates here while also gaining charge.
Yeah, I feel like there's a couple options that Missouri Western could do here to counter that Zarya, but it's going to be difficult because I don't feel that's how they typically.
You don't see it. Yeah, I mean, you don't see it too often. So
it's a good thing.
Yeah,
it's room for growth. New ways to do things, and they've got to figure it out if they want to.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Some like they were trying, like we saw they made Mobap uncomfortable very early on by swapping those positions. Missouri Western may be a little uncomfortable doing some of these things, but maybe that's what works for them.
Yeah, and we are now going into Flashpoint on Servasa. This is game 3, so this is match point for Mobap if they win here. That is the series. We are swapping Cursed for Cruel. So we are now swapping our tank over. Cruel is, like I said before, more of a Queen player, and this is a Queen favored map. So we'll most likely probably going to see that comp out of them. Queen can have an answer for Zarya too. Getting them out of position with the daggers, but you have to time it up right, as long as they don't have the bubbles, right? So so there's a lot of skill to that too.
Yeah, I think with this, I have a feeling we're gonna go Queen because going Queen on the flashpoints worked so well for us last time. Kind of nervous for this Queen and potential Zarya matchup here. Queen might be on Missouri Western side, and our pick, and we might be comfortable with that, but the question is our Queen going to be able to withstand the Zarya?
Yeah, it's about timing the bubbles and counting the bubbles. You see both being used. That is your time to shine. That's your time to do your damage. If they haven't used the bubbles, you gotta be careful with your cooldown usage, or else you might charge them up. So, but with a low to mid charge Zarya versus a Queen, the Queen will out damage every day as long as that Zarya does not have 100 charge. But we're seeing some changes out from Mobap too. We see a Soldier. We see I haven't seen a Lari, right? And a Juno. So Soldier is honestly, I do like Soldier on this map. Honestly, might be over Soldier in my opinion at least. There's a lot of flank potential and a lot of self-sustain there too. This Soldier could run around anywhere on this map wherever he wants and do whatever he wants. He can heal himself. He can just get off angles and and just annoy the other team, and then run away if he's caught. So we might see some off angles from their Soldier. That's one bubble already from the Zarya. Zarya just goes down. We all looked and focused the Zarya. Exactly what you need to do early on with that. Zarya has 0 charge. Vayu goes down, but Tool takes out Trickster. Albugo just 1 health, just barely hanging on. But Missouri Western's able to capture the first flashpoint. Albugo's taken down. We only have 1 support, Lucio here, and that Zarya is back now. Yeah, Axel just retreating, trying to stay alive. There's a mega health pack right there.
You know, Missouri Western was kind of able to get in there and get that early percentage, but Mobap has caught up. However, Missouri Western looks like they're gearing up for this battle here. Unfortunately, Junker Queen is already down to half HP, but is being quickly healed there. Missouri Western gotta figure out what they're gonna do.
And look, like I was saying before, there's a Soldier in the back line. Axel does get him, but our entire team looked back to focus him there. And like I said, just being annoying in the back line. 73% ult charge on that Soldier too. Now we're able to make this push. 5v4 here. That's both bubbles. Trickster goes down. Zarya is half health with no bubbles here. Dead. And now just 2 left. And then we're able to clean up. Soldier back onto the point. Just for some extra damage. And he'll run away. And he killed himself with his rocket launchers. Which is actually a good reset. Oh.
Yes.
Just a funny, goofy character.
You know, he's doing work though. He is. His ult charge is kind of insane, you know, already. And, you know, by distracting Missouri Western, you know, Mobap was able to get more of that percentage.
They do have 84% to our 50. There's 1 bubble from Zarya. There's the second, and now this. Oh no! But we still get the Zarya. Vayu both goes down, so no DPS for Missouri Western. Oh, and that Soldier's ulting there. Just gotta hide. Do have beat. Might not need to use it here though. That Soldier's just getting away, and yeah, Ilari is just able to take down Tool. Are we able to find the Soldier? Like I said, just running around. It's gonna be difficult. Yeah, and there's a little healing beam back there too. It's 1 bubble, 2 bubbles. Oh, Zarya ult. Not quite able to get it. We still have, we have 3 ults available there, so 4. So, yeah.
But time's running out for this first flashpoint here. You know, Missouri West is gonna have to touch.
Yeah, I think it might have been one of those hesitation things where we have these ults available that could secure the point, but we're just being a little bashful about it and saving for the next point. But Mobap is able to get that, and they use 4 ults there for it.
But having those ults and saving them honestly could be the right move at the same time, you know, especially having this advantage on next flashpoint here.
Yeah, as long as we can get some value out of this here. That's 1 bubble at least. There's our deflect. We're pushing up high ground. That Zarya is pretty charged. There's a Torb ult. We're walking through. Albugo and Vayu are down. Torb is down. Ultimate out from our Junker Queen. But now they're out of position here. No heals on the point. Yeah, and we go down there. And we used just the Queen ult.
Looks like we were really trying to get that Zarya there. Unfortunately, couldn't really do much because with that Queen ult, we kind of just pushed into that point solo. So we were kind of pinched off there without support coming out, which is unfortunate, you know, how it goes sometimes.
Jeez, that Zarya just almost killed our Queen and forced a shout. Yeah. There's the Soldier in the back line, like I said, now running away and forcing Axel to chase him. The good play from Axel there and able to eliminate the Soldier.
Yep. Getting rid of that distraction pretty early on is what is going to be key, you know, to taking back this point.
Yeah, but while they were doing that and the Lucio went to help Axel, the Zarya just walked forward and was able to get 4.
Ooh. Yeah. Zarya is just melting Missouri Western at the moment, if I'm being honest. I know I keep saying that word, but it's true.
No,
that's the only word I have, is that you see the Zarya just slightly touch them with her beam, and all of a sudden, you know, our team's just at half HP.
Yeah. It's this Zarya is gonna. I think their average charge is probably around 60, 70, 80. Here's a rush available. Just Junker Queen just goes down to the Zarya. The beam is just too much to handle. That's the second point there for Mobap. We weren't able to answer.
Yep, Missouri Western still has 3 ultimates though, so they've got to use them on this next point. Otherwise,
Yeah, I think they've been holding it for this whole point.
you know, and that's the unfortunate thing I feel like about having Miss Genji here against this Zarya is that, you know, Genji Blade can only do so much, especially with these bubbles coming out, you know. We kind of saw it on an earlier map when Genji went to use the blade and all of a sudden the one he was going for has a bubble and now he just got to stand in front of a box.
Yep. And yeah, he can't deflect the beam or anything like that, so it's very difficult to play around. There's one bubble, trying to find space. There's the second bubble. Now's our opportunity to go forward, but the soldier ulting from behind, Vayu ulting able to get one, but they're able to get the rest of our team here. Albu goes to the left alone. I think Albu goes able to get out. It's so difficult to play around.
Yep, you know, this is kind of unfortunate from on the Missouri Western side because, you know, they are playing their typical picks. They are playing who they're comfortable with. But Mobap just kind of plays the counters.
Yeah.
What Missouri Western likes to play. And I think that is, you know, apparent when you're watching this gameplay. I mean, like you said, the Genji can't deflect.
The soldier has projectiles that just charge the Zarya. Here's the blade. I saw one bubble at least. Able to get the Lari. There's the second bubble. So none left here. Now we're able to get the rest of the team, hopefully. That's 3 down for Mobap. Turret counts as a player, I guess. Oh, here's a... Oh, that Zarya gets 3. And now we only have 2 left here. Cruel with a shout. Just able to stay out barely. Gets a dagger. Gets some damage. Oh, no. The bubble saves the soldier. Not quite able to stay up. Only 10% left here. I don't think... Maybe Tool is able to get a touch here on Lucio. We still have a Queen ult to answer with, but they have a Torbolt that can block us from coming in here. Yep, Torbolt all over the point. And that will be it there.
Yep, doing what we can to touch, but unfortunately unable to stay alive on that point there. We kind of saw the soldier once again taking down the Lucio, just running for that point from behind. So.
Yeah, an unfortunate series for our side there, but well played and good game to Missouri Baptist. That Zarya just seemed to be the answer to our comp there. Great plays, great stuff from that team overall, and a lot to learn on our side there. So yeah, good match. I'm excited for tomorrow. We should have, well, it depends on the snowstorm coming in, but tomorrow we have Valorant. Thursday we have Smash Bros lined up. So hope to see you guys, and hope to see you all supporting us there too. So thank you all for watching.